Okay, so think of this as a part two to the video I did about Jordan getting arrested, but was it for murdering or attempting to murder Gary in the hospital? Because even though Andi just got, the position she's been wanting for so long, managing partner, the question has to be asked based off of his recent actions. Did Jordan just make things worse for Andi? Now, I record so much stuff, sometimes I forget what I say, but I remember reading the comments on one of the recent videos and somebody's like, oh, it's like you're blaming Andi for what Jordan did. And I'm like, wait, did I ever say that? I don't think I ever said that. I don't believe look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe I said that it was Andi's fault that he went to choke out or strangle Gary. I said that I wonder if that was a reason why Jordan did it because, they officially like broke things off a couple weeks ago, or basically Jordan realized that the relationship never really would have went anywhere because Andi wasn't capable of loving him the way that he loved her because of her taste in men. But yeah, I don't think I said verbatim, yep, it's Andi's fault that Jordan went over there. I said, no, maybe that was one of the reasons why he did it, because he honestly had nothing to lose at this point. I mean, his sister had her heart broken, lost the baby because of Gary. Gary was a major reason in why his relationship with Andi never went anywhere. And, from the whole attempted murder investigation, his career was shot all to hell and he got removed from the campaign trail, which he was en route to actually winning city council, but it's over now. His sister got arrested for a flimsy statement admitting to the murder, but thankfully Robin got her out. So yeah, and then he finally realizes, yeah, one of the main, if not only reasons his relationship with Andi never worked out was due to him. So in his mind, Gary is the poison. Not necessarily Andi, which honestly should be, but yeah, Gary is like, nah, you done screwed over way too many people. This was essentially what people have wanted in DC Comics. So Batman, just kill the Joker already. He screwed over so many people's lives. Like, he does not deserve to move on, except to the afterlife. So take him out once and for all. And that's essentially what Jordan either successfully does or attempts to do. But as I said in my other video, I would feel some kind of way if Jordan actually killed him. It feels as empty as some of the deaths in the final episode of the Haves and the Have-Nots. I'm like, you wanted a character to be taken out, but not like that. I feel like they deserve something more. But if Jordan did kill Gary, we know he's arrested, so he gets caught. We don't know if it's Hudson, the doctors, the security, whoever. We don't know if Gary's dead. But in any case, it's not looking good. Because this dude's in a full orange jumpsuit, meaning that he's locked up. He's locked up, won't let him out. Because Penelope says, hey, judge said no bail. How is this going to impact Andi? Because I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of that. What was her name? Charlotte. I don't think they ever said her name. I think I looked at the end credits. But remember, a few weeks ago, she's the black woman, the police officer who works at the front desk of the police station, the one that was giving Jordan a hard time about, oh yeah, I read about you. You're the one messing around with that young white girl. When you're like, hey, no, that was a lie. Oh yeah, well, your sister's back there with Special Agent Watt, doing an interrogation, and I know all about you, like that Gary Borders thing, and you were running for city council, but then that Andrea Barnes dumped you, and then got back with her ex, who just so happened to be the fiance / baby daddy of Penelope. That's weird, ain't it? And I love that character because she provided the everyday average person's view of all the craziness that's been going on and what they've been seeing on social media and the news. So given the fact that, okay, And I know I'm probably going to get tongue-tied trying to explain this, but, and also before I move further, I don't know if the writers are really going to expound on this, because the season's about to wrap up and they probably want to make it where all the women come out, you know, choosing themselves, and whatever happens to all the other characters, mainly the men in their lives, to hell with them. But Andi being partner, and then, okay, so her current ex, Jordan, found guilty of attempting to strangle her current fiance, who she was about to marry, after dumping her latest ex, who also is the brother of the woman who was the formerly pregnant fiance of her current fiance. It's just so crazy. Like, I don't know, because it's like, you know, former promising candidate for city council, Jordan, I forgot his last name. Is it Williams? Is it Williams, right? Jordan Williams, found guilty of attempting to murder Gary Borders in his hospital room as he was recovering from a stabbing. So I don't know, maybe Agent Watt locks him up. Like, you did it, you stabbed him, boom, you're gone. Like, essentially, it's like, okay, you were caught in the act of attempting to murder Gary Borders, so yeah, you're probably the one that stabbed him too. And now it's like, would this impact Andi's career? I'm going to say no, even though in some ways it should. But hey, and not to mention, isn't she still technically engaged to Gary? So I don't think that's gone away. So I don't really know what's going to happen. Like, if this man does get out of the hospital, what is going to happen? If he gets out of the hospital, even if he doesn't regain his full memories, he still has Andi on the mind. Like, how is this going to play out? I am very confused. What about all the federal investigations against him and his company and whatnot? I don't know. But even if Jordan didn't make things worse for Andi, he certainly made things worse on himself. And that goes back to the other Jordan video I did about how Andi, all the people she's walked over and lives she's ruined. Oh, that could be the part people are like, oh, it's not, you're blaming Andi for Jordan. No. Jordan made his own choice, but you got to think about it from his perspective. You know, like, all roads lead to Andi, or in some cases, all roads lead back to Andi and or Gary. Not to mention, Jordan getting locked up over this. I feel like this is going to make Penelope hate Andi even more, because, you know, Penelope is kind of like Agent Watt, coming up with any flimsy reason to put everything on Andi. But in some ways, you have to look at it from Penelope's perspective. This is her brother, and, you know, Andi in her eyes is the villain, and it makes complete sense, because similar to Penelope confronting Gary before she got thrown to the ground and lost their baby, Andi warned her not to do it, but she chose to do it anyway. Jordan chose to go over to Gary's hospital room and do what he did, so that was on him. But like I said, it was all kind of triggered by Andi. Even though it wasn't her fault, she was the one that told Penelope about that high school prom date gone wrong, and then that was the trigger that set Gary off. Not blaming Andi, I'm saying that was, you know, information she gave Penelope. And then when it came to, like, Jordan, well, I'm glad they had that sit down to, like, sort out, yeah, we're not getting back together, because it never would have worked out anyway. His hurt feelings was probably one of the main reasons why. Well, not only that, it's like the fact that this monster claims he doesn't remember his sister or what she did to him, or what he did to her, but the only person he remembers is the woman Jordan loved, who just broke his heart. And it's like, oh, hell no, if I can't have her, you're going down, you just die. So yeah, Jordan just made things worse on himself. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.